Dun 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 intro. Welcome everyone. This is Jack Moses with Comic Creation, going to be teaching you how to draw men's arms simplified. Most important part of drawing an arm is the foundation, just like building a house. Now right now you'll see that I just draw a line, a simple line. Next you want to do your points, where shoulders, biceps, and forearms will be. There's a middle line where everything will go, and at the top you'll the shoulder. You make the deltoid, you make the bicep. You've got that middle line, so now you just flesh it in with the bicep, the tricep, the shoulder. You're putting the forearm in. Now, what is most important is this method called the exclamation method, which I have implemented, and I'm pretty sure it's a pretty darn good method. But I'm going to be showing you that on the do. This is the don't. You can't hardly see it right now because it's all faded out. I try to make it's almost like a script when it comes to drawing. But right here, I'm saying don't. You've got to have a foundation when you are just beginning. So make sure that you follow this method. I guarantee you it's going to work. And just, here I am fiddling around. Of course, I cannot stop with the... And when you're doing the forearm, make sure... because each one of those small muscles that you see that look so complicated, they're really not that complicated. They just show where all the fingers are. If you'll notice, the movement in your forearm will show those muscles. And the stronger you are, the more it will be prominent. Right here, this situation, middle line, you make the line, the middle line, you make the shoulder, the base for the bottom, you put the bicep in, and you see right here, you just kind of flesh it out once again. There's your bicep. And it's called a tricep because there are 3 muscle groups in it. And if you're trying to work out and get bigger arms, then I'm telling you right now, the way to look bigger is to have big triceps. So it's not the biceps that you're always going to be working, it's the triceps. That's totally not related. The point here is arms. Now, when you get done with that, this is a do. Make the shoulder full. It's a strong shoulder. This is not a weak guy. This is a strong looking character. So as you're doing this, you've got to make your brachioradialis, which is on the forearm. That's the main part that brings down the finger muscles. These are the muscles that control being able to hold a football, a baseball, all of these things. Now, as you see right here, I'm showing it simplified, which I will show you the exclamation method. You make your line. You make your points, shoulders, your forearms, your biceps. See that? I'm showing you right now. I'm showing you that these lines are very important. I've seen so many times where people just want to make that one, cone, and it just doesn't work. Now you come in with the exclamations. There are 2 exclamations to an arm. Not a fist, not the hands, not a chest, but just the arms. And we'll be showing you further on, to use the exclamation method in other things. Now that you've got your landmarks down, you make the shoulder, which is a circle. You can kind of give it organic feel later on. Right now you go to the outer part of the exclamation and fill that bicep out. It's a belly. Tricep coming halfway down. And now you've got that. You go in there and you erase your landmarks to make it more... because the thing is, if you take and put all those lines in there, it doesn't look natural unless the man's got like 3% body fat. Which you'll see a lot of people, it's just, you're not going to have that unless it's some sort of competition show. You're going to see those just faint lines to let you know that it's there, that it reads. So now you've cleared out all those landmarks and you've erased it. Now you're filling it in and making it look more realistic right here. You're seeing that you got the brachioradialis, which is that muscle next to the bicep. It brings down the finger muscles. You've got your bicep, your tricep, your shoulder. I cannot stress enough, what makes a good arm is a full shoulder. That's what makes a good arm. You go in there, and I will have videos of more complex demonstrations on each one of the body parts. I'm going to be having men's body parts, women's body parts, and how they differ. It's all in femininity. It's all in elongation. It's still the exclamation method, guys. But that is the key. The key is, it's not cylinders. It's not boxes. It's not these things. It's exclamations. Exclamations without their little dots. Because guess what, guys? The dot is the elbow. Your exclamation, one on top of the other, just kind of overlapping each other. That is the key. I'm telling you, it works every single time. And you'll see here that I'm obviously fiddling around once more. And I've got my two arms that I've scripted out. And I'm going to show you again that it works in absolutely any angle you decide you want to do it in. So you've got your line. You create your landmarks, which are the shoulders, the biceps, the forearms. Now you go in and you make your exclamations. Right here, guys, you make your exclamations, overlapping each other. Because I'm telling you, it works the front, the back, the side, up, down, quarter angles, whatever. It works. You know, overlapping exclamations right here. Now that you've done that, you're going to go in and you're going to fill out your bicep. Okay? There was a problem with my Cintiq at that moment. You're going to go in here and you're going to just do those lines for the tricep. Fill out that shoulder first, guys. That's what's next after the exclamation. The bicep comes, then the tricep comes. You can do the tricep first or you can do the bicep first, but what comes before anything is that shoulder. Fill out that shoulder. It's very important. Then after that, you'll erase all your landmarks. Look at that. See how it's not just simplified. It creates a very fast movement. And I'm going to be showing you all of these simple, fast methods for each one of the body parts. It's going to be very exciting, guys. You see that? That's an inner mark, as if he's holding, I don't know, I guess you would say if you're doing a shoulder press and you're looking at the guy from the front view. That's what it would look like. And I'm going to show more later on with more advanced, each muscle group, all of these things, simplified. Everything's going to be simplified because it's what we want, right? We want things simplified. So, you showing that you've got where that exclamation will be at that top part is going to be the dot of the exclamation, which is the elbow. And remember, guys, you've got the finger. You've got the finger muscles. Don't make them so prominent. If you do, it'll make your character look really strange unless they are like 2% body fat. I cannot stress that enough. To make it feel more real and look more real, you've got to not make everything so prominent. I'm showing you right here on the other side as if you were, you know, arm wrestling someone. It's on the outside. Someone looking on the outside on him. The other it was on the inside of the muscle. This is on the outside. I'm showing you that the exclamation method works every single time. Okay? You've done your lines, you've done your landmarks, your shoulder, your deltoid, your bicep, your forearm. Now you're cleaning it up. You're going in there and you're making that circle because it's a full belly, guys. The shoulder, the bicep, they've got to be full bellied. And the more that you're tensing, that bicep's going to come up. It's going to come up. Okay? So now that you've got all that in there, you're going to clean up your lines. Boom, look at that. A bicep or an arm is already completed. Just that fast. Just that fast, guys. You've got your triceps. Just give a little hint. Don't show the whole thing. But make sure that coming off of that bicep, where that elbow is, you make your brachial radialis, because that is what really sets a forearm off. And then your finger muscles. Don't make all those so prominent. Once again, it's because this guy is not down to 2% body fat. So there you go. It's that fast. Alright? It's that fast. I did that with a couple of exclamations. And now it doesn't even look like exclamations anymore. Am I right? Alright. That is how you simplify the arm, guys. You can see right there it says simplified. I'm showing you the back. I'm showing you the tricep. I'm showing you the back of the arm. Now it's a little bit trickier here, but the exclamation method still works, especially if you know your body parts. And I'm going to be showing you those in more advanced videos. This is a very simple video, but still a very powerful video, because what makes something look real, what gives things flesh and power, is a good, strong outline. That's what's important when you're creating things. That's what makes things, just, even if you don't want something that's super realistic and you've got a stylized feel about things, you still go with this exclamation method and you will be perfectly fine. Because right here, after you've created that ball off that bicep, you go down, you create the stick line, which is that elbow connecting. It's almost looking into the bone. And off to the side, you've got the two tricep muscles. They come hugging down, gripping onto that bone. Now, right here, you see that I'm erasing this because it's time to make it look more realistic. You start with those simple shapes, just like you had before. Now you go in there and you put your triceps that are hugging that elbow. As long as you create these landmarks, you're gonna be okay. Every single time, it's gonna help you. It's gonna work. And I know there are so many more ways out there, but for me, I have found this to be the most simplest method, and I haven't seen it anywhere else. So just try this out, and you just might come up with something so much better. That's what it's all about. Don't stick to one person's way of doing things. Try to bring about your own ways into each one of these things that are creating, life to drawings, whether it's realism or it's comic book ways. But that is how you do it, guys. Start off with something super simple and move on from there. And eventually, once you know all of your muscles, all of your body parts and things like that, you will be able to implement it in ways that haven't even been thought of. I mean, the body is already made, but you can make it simple for yourself. And I'm bringing this to you because this, to me, is the most simplest way of doing things. And that is going to be just about it for this video. And I want you guys to really check that out. Work with it. I'm going to bring you next. I'm going to bring you the women's version of Arms Simplified. And the video is lagging hardcore. I'm sorry about that, guys. Also, check out the links below. Look me up on Twitter. Look me up on Instagram. Check out the link for Timeless Visions. And really enjoy yourself in these videos. Comment, subscribe. Do all that you need to do to really enjoy this channel. I thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate the subscriptions. I appreciate all the comments and everything that goes along with this. Now get out there and work on your creations, guys. Take care. Until next time, keep working.